Unsal Episode 1 Pilot Sonic the Hedgehog Fanfic. It has been 5 years now since Sonic and his friends left the Acorn Kingdom to go and stop Dr. Eggman's plans, while Sally Acorn is attending to her everyday task of being a princess. Over the next 5 years, the land of Metropolis has changed, with the land being in tranquility and no serious threats have happened for a while. The people have been happy and joyful lately around the town, with events happening here and there. Nicole required new upgrades to help Sally and the Freedom Fighters out on the battlefield and within the city. Both Antoine and Bonnie had kids together since they got married. Sally's brother left the kingdom to live a new life outside the kingdom. To start a new life, as he felt like he has seen everything good and bad around the Acorn Kingdom through the years growing up. The rest of the other freedom fighters also went their own ways as well to either catch their dreams or live out their own lives, but they will still remain in contact with each other in case of either emergencies or just want to hang out with each other. It was a nice fall weather day in Mobius at around 3 p.m. when Sally was doing her royal duties as usual. The work was always overwhelming and stressful, and so when she gets the chance to take a break from her princess duties, she just hangs out and eats and from desserts to other unhealthy foods. Sally Acorn tries to exercise daily, but she never gets time to go and work out due to the amount of endless work that she has to take care of, and so she's been letting herself go and becoming obese. Her friends, family, and everyone else around her that cares about her does worry about her physical and mental health, but they never have the time either, since they all are all busy with their own lives and can barely find the right free time to help her out. While Sally was snacking on a donut and a cupcake, she then got a notification status alert on her wristwatch from Nicole about a strange anomaly appearing out of nowhere on the outskirts of the Acorn Kingdom from near the entrance of the forest. Sally, there is a strange anomaly that appeared out of nowhere outside of the Acorn Kingdom. I think it's in a great interest that we send some guards to go investigate it, Nicole said as Sally finished her donut and now is about to go to her cupcake when she responded back to Nicole, saying in a little concerned and chill state, "Yes, I agree. Send some guards to go investigate the strange anomaly, but let them know to proceed with caution when approaching." "Right away, Miss Sally." Nicole then sent a dispatch to a few guards in the area, letting them know to go and check the strange anomaly on the outskirts of the Acorn Kingdom, near the entrance of the forest, on the inside to proceed with caution and to check in for updates on the anomaly. Upon approaching the entrance of the forest, the 5 guards just started to scatter a little around each area, but still keep each other within eyesight so that way they can see and announce to one another if they found something, and in case they walk too far or too deep within the forest. A few minutes later, one of the guards found the anomaly and called for everyone to come to his location. Hey everyone, get over here. I found the source, but it's not something that's out of this world. As every guard, including the captain, heard one of the female guard's voices, they quickly ran to the male guard voice. Sorry. They quickly ran to his location to check it out, only to find a strange pod that crash landed there from out of nowhere. The cap. Where did this pod come from? What's inside the pod? The captain of the guard asks as he is inspecting the pod and observing it, along with his other guards, while some are on watch, just in case it's an ambush, surprise attack from anyone. Some of the guards then started to ask questions on what it could be. Could it be from another universe? Could this be an alien that's from outer space? Could this be some kind of surprise attack from Dr. Egg Robotnik to get back at us from years ago from driving him away and out of Mobius? No, no, and no. We don't know what's inside the pod or where it originally came from, first of all. Second, I don't believe it's Dr. Robotnik doing this, since we drove him out 5 years ago and we told him that we will attack him and his robots on sight if he even thinks about setting foot in this kingdom and its glorious nature. The captain of the guard said as he finished what he was saying. Him and his other guards heard the door to the latch unhinge and started to open slowly by itself, with smoke coming out. Once it started to clear up more, the captain and the guards looked inside to see that there is a light blue baby in the front seat, just sleeping peacefully for a nap, wrapped up in a blankie with a red binky in her mouth. Aww, she's so very cute and adorable, the female guard said as the captain of the guard picked up the baby and held her in his arms. Wait, we don't know if she is... Shh. The guards hushed their co-worker as the captain is holding the baby in his hands and starting to move the blanket hood over the baby's head to see what type of species she is. After moving the hood of the baby's blanket back to see what kind of species she is, he got surprised to see that the baby is a hedgehog. Even though him and his other guards haven't seen a hedgehog in years now, since Sonic and his friends were around 5 years ago, before they continued their quest to stop Dr. Robotnik and his evil plans to take over the world and turn everyone into either robots or as one of his own slaves for his cruel and harsh land. The female baby looks similar to Sonic in the way, except that when she opens her eyes from waking up, her eyes are an orchid purple like amethyst gems. Captain of the guard also saw that there is a name tag in the small space shuttle above the baby when she was in it. The captain then got closer to read it out loud, and it says on the sign, FantasyTheHedgehog. That's a very unique and cool name for a kid. The captain said as a small letter projected from the name tag sign. One of the captain's guard then picked it up and read it out loud for everyone to hear and listen. To whoever finds this note and reads it, I'm sorry for the inconvenience and all, but our universe is on the brink of extinction, dealing with an unstoppable force of evil that will kill everyone and everything in its sights. I can't risk my own creation and daughter to be put in harm's way from this beast. With my last dying breath, please take care of Fantasee the Hedgehog. And make sure she's in the right and safe hands, along with being in a very safe and friendly environment and out of harm's way. Regards, thanks for the secret sender. After finishing up reading the note, the female guard read. One of the male guards then responded, saying, "That sounds like a scary and mysterious note that secret person has left us with. I mean, it does sound like he was in a hurry while trying to make the letter, since I see some more poor handwriting as it was written down from the situation they were in. Also, who is this beast that the person was talking about?" asked the male guard after finishing what he said on his mind. The captain of the guard then spoke up and said, "I don't care who. Sorry. I don't know who or what this beast is, but let's bring all of this back to Princess Sally, as she might be off her lunch break now and heading back to her royal duties." As all the guards gathered evidence while the captain cradles the baby hedgehog, G-Force, I don't know why I put G-Force. Sorry, a little blooper right there. Hedgehog a little bit more. Wow. They then started to begin and heading back to the Acorn Kingdom with the baby and the other evidences that they brought from the site from where the baby landed while inside of the mysterious capsule. Once the captain and his guards returned to the castle of Sally Acorn, Nicole opened the door for them to enter, and to Nicole's surprise, to see a baby in the captain's hands as they walked past her and thanked her for opening the door for them. Nicole then sent a voice message to Princess Sally for them to meet in the evidence room, from where they are taking the supplies crates along with the baby to scan and see if it's all legit and nothing else fake, not something fake. As soon as Princess Sally reached the evidence room, she went through the double doors to find that the guards, along with the captain, are looking at the end of ours. They're looking at the end evidence and are observing and investigating objects more, along with the taking care of the baby hedgehog. "What's the report, Captain?" "Captain, we have found the site that appeared to be not from Mobius. And some technology and baby supplies, along with the anomaly being a live baby female hedgehog, Your Highness." After the captain gave Sally Acorn the report update, Sally then got curious herself to see the baby as well as too, and when she saw the baby, she somehow got a feeling that the baby looked similar to her old ex from 5 years ago, but in a female and baby version of Sonic the Hedgehog. "Your Highness, is everything okay?" After the female guard checked up on her, Sally then snapped out of her surprised shock and state and pulled herself together and assured the female guard, "Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for your concern." "Your Highness, you're welcome, Your Highness." The captain of the guard then began to speak up again to ask Princess Sally what now to do to the baby and the supplies. "Your Highness, what do we do with the baby and the supplies? Should we take them to an orphanage?" Sally was about to agree on the orphanage idea, but she quickly changed her mind. "Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll take care of her." Everyone then stood shocked and surprised in the room from the princess's unexpected decision. The captain of the guard was gonna say something, but Nicole spoke up for him, since the captain had a hard time getting his words out from Sally's unexpected decision. Do, 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 do you do you even know how to take care of a baby, Sally? I understand that you took care of Tails when he was young, but it's been an extremely long time since you took care of a child. And not to forget, too, that you have a lot of princess royal duties that you have to take care of every day, and I or anyone else doesn't want to add more stress to you. I know, I know I have a lot of royal duties, but at the same time, I always wanted to get a break from some of them, and that's why I want to take up on the offer from a few days ago for hiring an assistant to help with the weight of the papers and all on my back, with the ones that don't need any signed by me. But for events, new businesses, and other stuff that people requested and want, as long as it's not anything illegal. She said, as she walked over to the captain of the guard that's holding the baby in his hands and handed her over to Sally Acorn for her to hold the female baby in her hands next. By the way, Your Highness, her name is Fantasee the Hedgehog, and I didn't give her that name, but it's on the name tag thing from the crash capsule pod that's on the outskirts entrance of the forest facing the Acorn Kingdom. Fantasee the Hedgehog, huh? That's a very cute and adorable name for a child. She giggled as this moment gave her a new purpose in life and a sense of happiness as well too. Anyway, everyone is dismissed, and you may go back to your everyday duties. As Sally made her way back to the door out of the evidence room, the captain of the guard then asked Sally a question on what to do with the baby supplies too. You can bring them to one of the guest rooms that's very close to my room and set up the baby room from there, and all to have a place for Fantasy to sleep and have her own room growing up. I'll also go and get custody and guardianship of her tomorrow morning as well too, so that way she doesn't get taken away. Also, by the way, Nicole will gladly help you all out set up the room for her. After she finished, every guard in the room acknowledged her and said, "Yes, Your Highness," and went to go do what they are told and need to do, along with Nicole helping them out with making the baby room for Fantasy. Once Sally had gotten out of the room from the evidence locker, she then started walking back towards the throne room and holding the baby in her hands, looking at the child with a happy smile on her face. Princess Sally has made it to the throne room, sat down in her throne for the remainder of the day, holding and rocking back and forth to holding Fantasee the Hedgehog. She then began to speak up and said as tears started to form in her eyes while smiling. I know that it's been 5 years since me and Sonic used to date each other, and I'm not sure if he will ever forgive me, even visit me again, since I have been bossy and controlling of our romantic relationship. But I want to redeem myself and make it up to him as a friend. I know that I don't have proof that you're Sonic's child, but I can tell from your face, the face and looks, even though some features are different. I can't be your mother figure, but I can be your aunt figure to you, Fantasee the Hedgehog. I'll protect you from harm and danger at any cost, no matter what," she said as tears flowed down her face to her cheeks as she holds the baby and hugs her. This is going to be a life-changing experience now for Sally and a long road of raising Fantasy along with her friends and family.